Good afternoon, everybody. Had a nice lunch. Hope not sleepy. So, I am Den. My name is Sayomdeb Mukherjee, but my father came up with this nickname called Den, by which I am known. I am literally no one. And today I have come here to waste some of your time, waste some of my time, and waste some of my father's money. Because I am going to tell you stories, nothing else. Story of Sergei Bubka, the great pole vaulter that world has seen. Pole vault is a sport in the ambit of athletics where the pole vaulter uses a pole to cross a designated height. Sergei Bubka is one-time Olympic champion in Seoul 1988, six-time world champion, and 35 times he broke a world record. Amongst those 35 times, 34 times he broke his own world record. So, in spite of that, he had his own critics. Critics would say that Bubka is clearing heights with a nominal margin to earn money, to reclaim the world record number of times. But eventually it was seen that Bubka was the first person to cross the 6-meter height, and he was the first person to cross the 6.10 meter mark. He aspired to be the best. He wanted to be the best. But in my case, the word aspiration was nowhere, because I aspired to be a doctor like my father. I aspired to be an army officer like my mamu. I aspired to be so many things that I couldn't be. Obviously, my disability came on the way. Ever deteriorating disability came on the way. That eventually turned into a depression. Because when you see people of your age going to school, returning, getting back, going for sports activities, going for theatre activities, going for drama activities, painting, singing, and you're just sitting, just going to a school where your teacher would say, wasting your time, wasting my time, wasting your father's money. Eventually that would turn into a depression, horrible depression. And then after that, I had to deal with a tremendous amount of physical pain, because my disability, which was unknown, made me deteriorate. I have wasted my muscles. Most of the muscles in my body are wasted. I have deformities in ear, which made me suffer with a tremendous pain, physical pain. I had my first painkiller when I was 9 years old. I survived somewhat on my painkillers. I can't deal with the pains which are developed in my body due to the scoliosis that I have. Scoliosis is a condition of spine. My spine is curved like a C, and that doesn't help the pain too. This deformities were developed. Physical pain can be tackled by painkillers, but what happens to the mental agony? It always kind of kills you and tells you that you are no one, you are nothing, you can't do anything. What's the point of living? I started to think during my adolescence time when I was realizing so many things that I couldn't do. I wanted to die. Death presented with an opportunity to me. Going for a family trip to Sikkim. Gantok is a hill of Sikkim. Hunumantok is the highest point of Sikkim. The beauty there is outstanding. By that time, my father has taught me the art of meditation with the hope that I would take care of my depression. My father made me sit right in front of a god. The intention was to make me meditate for half an hour. He left me alone, all by myself. But the opportunity was to die. Death was right there. If I had could have moved only 2 feet on my wheelchair and slide like this, I could have gone under, but my body won't have been found. But during that time, my physical condition was such that I couldn't even move those 2 feet. I was so useless that I couldn't even die. What would I do now? Death presented with that opportunity, denied that, and taught me the lesson of my life that living is a not only a compulsion, living is a purpose. What purpose could I have in my life? There was actually no purpose. I started using a software which was being used by Professor Stephen Hawking. The only voluntary control that I had during that time was my right eyelid. And by using that voluntary group of muscle, by using that software, I started to write all kind of trash articles because I had no other means to communicate because I couldn't speak during that time. I could not speak during that time. The only mode of communication to express my feelings was with that software and my right eyelid and my trash writings, which I told. I chose any topic under the blue sky to write. After doing that for 2 years, my mentor, director of Indian Institute of Cerebral Palsy, Kolkata, Dr. Sudha Kaul, came up to me and told that then I want you to present a paper in an upcoming national conference. Presenting a paper and not even a class dinner. I'm wasting my time, I thought. No, I can't. I had to because I can't say no to that one lady. I can say no to my mother, but that one lady I can't say no. Okay, what should I write? What should I present? I presented a paper during that time I was 20 on the rights and responsibility of persons with disabilities because I have always thought that without performing your responsibility, if you ask for your rights, you are asking for charity, which I never wanted. Next 5 years were like magic. I went around India, went around at least 5 countries in the world, presented papers on augmentative and alternative communication, AAC. I'm not going into the details of it, and rights and responsibilities of persons with disabilities. Yes, I won awards too. But but there was a time when my actual disability cause was diagnosed by my father, who was a doctor. I had this rare genetic disorder due to which a particular enzyme called dopamine is not created in my body. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter. In our brain, it works as a transmitting enzyme which takes the message from one neuron to another neuron. That was not plenty in my body. That's why I had this disability developed, and some of the deformities would make me a wheelchair user throughout my life. But after diagnosing, I got the dopamine replacement therapy, by which I started to recover. I got back my speech and some elementary movement of my legs and hands. There was a problem too. If a person do not speak for 25 years of life and one fine day he starts to speak, people will not accept that person because he is presenting his own point of view here. How can you accept that? No way. You are a non-speaking person. How can you accept that? No. That was a depressing time too because I was grossly misunderstood. My parents came up to me and told that when you have started to recover, why don't you go for your formal certified education? Obviously, I wanted to have certificate, though I don't believe in certificates. I believe in knowledge, gathering knowledge. I passed my class 10 exams from NIOS board when I was 27. I passed my class 12 exams when I was 29, and I did my English major when I was 21. I know all of you are engineers here. I'm the only kind of non-engineering person here. So, yeah, okay, fine. Uh, then what? One more miracle. Yes, one more miracle. 2011 was the year when I don't know how somebody chose me to be a radio jockey to motivate other people, to counsel other people. Before I went for my first show, I did not had any experience of speaking in front of the microphone. Every time that I went there to do the show, I realized that this would be my last show. That last show came, but the last show happened when 822nd show was broadcasted or was aired. I left radio. I got an opportunity in a movie, act in a movie, to act in a lead character. I don't know which stupid fellow chose me to be the lead person when they had such a renowned group of artists in handful of distance. He is a legend, by the way, named as Rupam Sharma. He is an kind of Grammy Award nominated and Oscar nominated director who made One Little Finger, the movie, and this year it got premiered in Cannes, got 33 awards, and then I don't know how, because I thought once again that I was wasting my time, wasting Rupam's time, and not my father's money because my father's money was not involved there. So I got the Best Actor Award in Cincinnati Indian Film Festival. This happened in the month of September, and once again I thought that what the hell, I wasted my time and I wasted Rupam's time, and I wasted so many people's time who were watching the movie, but they liked it. I was damn not that worthless, I realized. But after that, what would I do? I had nothing to do after acting in one movie, and I can't leave the world of art and culture. I decided to write books. My first book, Memoirs of Time, is really close to my heart because you are always loved with your first baby more than any other baby of yours. And then I wrote my second book, 52 Steps, which is a non-fiction, and it has stories of my radio life. How did I complete it? That unthinkable conquering the not Everest. Everest can be conquered, but the highest number of accidents happen in K2. That was as good as K2 for me. Climbing K2 radio show. I wrote that book, 52 Steps. But I did everything and I realized that I had no money left. I needed a job. In Calcutta, I didn't get any job. I applied in 14 places. No one thought that I'm worth doing any job. Okay. So I applied in one place in Bangalore called Enable India. This April, I changed my Karam Bhumi from Calcutta to Bangalore. Why you are saying this N plus one thing? Enable India's founder, Shanti Raghavan, has come up with this N plus one. Just like Sergei Bubka, when you cross a particular height, you reset that height to give a new target to yourself. When you cross a particular target in your life, you reset your height. That would increase the productivity of your life. I did not come here to motivate you because I know that all of you from inside you can motivate yourselves. I know that much. I came here to motivate myself because recollecting those stories, seeing my journey, I am motivating myself because I have always wasted my time, your time, and my father's money. Thank you. Thank you so much.